Hello everyone. Today we will discuss about open market operations. In that, first, foreign exchange rates, meaning and types. What is foreign exchange rate? A medium of exchange for goods and services is called currency. In a nutshell, it is money issued by governments and accepted for payment in the country. It comes in the form of coins and paper. Every nation has a currency that is widely accepted within its boundaries. For example, the Indian rupee in India, the pound in England, and dollar in the United States of America. A country's currency cannot be used in another country. For example, the Indian rupee cannot be directly acceptable in USA. In today's world, countries have economic relations with each other. Thus, there is an increase in interdependence among the countries. Therefore, in the case of international payments, it has to be first converted into the country's currency. After this, it can be used in economic transactions. If an Indian resident wants to visit USA, then he or she has to pay in dollars to stay there. Or if an Indian resident wants to purchase a certain thing from abroad, then he or she has to pay it in their respective currency to purchase that thing. Thus, for this purpose, the currency of one country is converted into the currency of another country, and the rate at which one country is exchanged for another is called the foreign exchange rate or foreign rate of exchange. In simple words, it is the price paid in domestic currency for buying a unit in foreign currency. For example, if 60 rupees are to be paid to get $1, then the exchange rate in that case is $1 is equal to rupees 60. The exchange rate can be expressed as the ratio of exchange between the currencies of other countries. It is the price of one currency in terms of another currency. The exchange rate is also known as the external value of domestic currency. It is the rate at which the imports and exports of a country are valued at the given point of time. There are two ways to interpret the foreign exchange rate. It is the number of units of domestic currency that are required to purchase a unit in the domestic currency. As discussed above, $1 is equal to 60 rupees. Thus, an Indian resident needs rupees 60 to buy a unit of US dollars. Similarly, it means the foreign currency required to buy a unit of the domestic currency. If we take the above example, then the price of a rupee is 1 rupee is equal to dollar into 1 by 60. That is 1 rupee is equal to $0.167. Thus, a foreign resident needs $0.167 to buy a unit of 1 rupee. The foreign exchange rate can fluctuate on a year-to-year basis or even a day-to-day basis. A country has many foreign exchange rates as there are many foreign currencies. The rate at which it is exchanged, that is, the exchange rate is determined by the forces of demand and supply. Currency appreciation. It refers to an increase in the value of a domestic currency, rupees, in terms of one or more foreign currencies like dollars. It makes the domestic currency more valuable and less of it is required to buy a unit of currency. For example, if the price of $1 falls from rupees 64 to rupees 60, then it can be said that there is an appreciation of Indian currency. The main factors contributing to currency appreciation are interest rates and inflation. In the case of low inflation, there is an increase in interest rates and higher rates attract more investors in the overseas market, which will ultimately increase the value of the domestic currency. Another main reason is investor sentiment. If an investor feels that his or her money is safe in the economy, that is, there is political stability in the country, then it will attract capital flows from overseas, leading to an increase in the value of the domestic currency. Currency depreciation. It refers to the decrease in the value of domestic currency rupees in terms of one or more foreign currencies like dollars. It makes domestic currency less valuable and more is required to buy a unit of currency. For example, if the price of $1 rises from rupees 60 to rupees 64, then it can be said that there is a depreciation of the Indian currency. The main factors contributing to currency depreciation are easy monetary policy and excessive inflation. It can also be caused by political instability. Due to uncertainty in domestic country, investors fear investing in the domestic country. For example, due to the war between Russia and Ukraine, investors fear investing in the country because of instability in the economy. Besides, if the country imports large amount of products, then there will be a trade imbalance which will lead to currency depreciation. Effects of currency depreciation on exports. Currency depreciation means a fall in the price of domestic currency rupee in comparison to foreign currency dollar. For example, earlier people can buy or get goods worth rupee 60 from a unit of dollar, but now they need to, or they can get goods at worth rupees 64 from $1. It means that more goods can be purchased from India in rupees with the same amount of dollar. Thus, it leads to an increase in exports from India to USA as exports become cheaper.